America has a problem.
Pick up another call in the parking lot in Tucson. Are you with me? We're standing with the roof gone. I pull up like Jimmy Neutron. Can you pick it on the phone? Like you haul, and I know you need to go slow.
Good morning. Hold on, give me a minute. All right, y'all, let me go back up and turn to the other crime session. I'm sorry, I'm late. Hold on. Give me a minute, y'all. Hey, everybody. Good afternoon. All right, sorry. I'm doing this live because I was asked about Amari Nicholson, the young boy that was unalived in 2021, 2022, I think. And a YouTube video got sent to me. Hold on. Let me pull this up. I'm sorry, y'all. I heard my alarm, didn't hear my alarm. I had to fix my coffee from HEB. And when I tell you strong, when I tell you, man, I was listening to people. Listen, okay? Okay, this is about a man who killed a 2-year-old, okay? He got life. He gets 22 years to life in prison for murder. So we finna go over this story. It's very heartbreaking. The little boy was 2 years old. Yeah, he was so cute. Hey, CC Live. Hey, Gloria. He was unalived, I believe. Was it 2021? We finna go over it. I think it was 2021. We're gonna play the video as well. Yeah. He unalived him, and we're going to go through the video. His mother boyfriend, Terrell Rods, pleaded guilty to unaliving his girlfriend, 2-year-old son, and later assaulting a police officer. This happened in Vegas in 2021. He killed the young little boy, and he assaulted a police officer. He faced a judge on Tuesday to be sentenced. Rods admitted to unaliving Amari Nicholson in May 2021. The case that triggered a week-long community-wide search after Rhodes falsely claimed the toddler had been kidnapped. The boy's body was eventually found in a nearby apartment complex, not far from where where he had lived with Roz and his mother, Taylor Nicholson. Roz entered a guilty plea last year. Oh, he just got sentenced in April of 2024 to the charges of the first-degree murder, assault with a deadly weapon against a protected person. The plea deal calls for a sentence of 20 years to life in prison for the murder charge. Judge Jacqueline Blue sentenced Rods to serve 22 years and 4 months to life. In the Nevada Department of Corrections, he would get 1529 credit for the time served so far, with amounts for about 4 years. There is nothing that the child could have done that would have deserved what you did to him. The judge told Roz that she passed the sentence. According to the police report, Roz confessed to hitting Amari multiple times after the child wet himself. I think I remember this. So basically, he had wet himself. He was with the mother. The grandmother was, sorry, y'all. The grandmother was begging the daughter to leave with the child. She said, you can pack your clothes, you can leave. I think he was abusing both of them. And he got wet and he hit him, and then I believe, and it went left from there. Hold on, let me pull up my, what you call it. Poor baby. He's only 2. Okay. All right. So he, during his interrogation, he attempted to grab a detective's pew and leading to a physical struggle inside the interview room. The incident led to additional charges, including assaulting a police officer with a um, deadly weapon and resisting arrest. Ross was originally indicted on May 2021 on a range of charges. Given the opportunity to speak at his sentence on Tuesday, Rose said that he felt it's not fair for him to be charged with first-degree murder. The judge asked Rose if he felt remorse. Beyond remorse is unexplainable. I really can't explain the remorse I feel under these circumstances, Rose said. That little boy called me daddy, but for me to be charged with first degree, I just don't like that. It's not right. I just don't like that. It's not right. We also heard from Amari's mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother, who read impact statements to the court. Taylor Nicholson's Amari mom said Amari was a bright spirit full of love and joy. He was 2 years old with a long life ahead of him. I lost my son, my home, and myself. Anytime I closed my eyes, it was like a movie on repeat. I was not able to see and touch my baby ever again. I had accepted to bed sheet was my last goodbye. I felt emptiness from Amari's past, and I only grew more numb. I played a lot of our videos on repeat so I could hear his soft voice um, once again. Amari did not deserve this, and I have been waiting for years. Waiting years now for this day, searching for closure. But I realize now there is nothing I can do that can be done to bring Amari home. From what I'm understanding, hey Justin, from what I understand, he asked for the child. She gave him the child. And the next thing you know, we're gonna get into the video that the baby was unalived. He was unalived. Carrie Howard, which is his grandmother, said, I remember I got the call that my grandson was missing early in the morning on May 5th, and he would never be seen again. I would never get to hear him say, hi, Grandma, ever again. I have moments where a song will come on the radio, and I can't hold back the tears. I have experienced many losses throughout my life. There are no words to explain the emptiness and hurt that comes with losing my grandson in such a violent manner. Your Honor, I have had 4 years to think about today. My life was crumbled, and it's not fair that he gets to keep his. But I hope, Your Honor, that you give him the sentence he deserves. Renee Howard, which is his great grandmother, said he was a special boy. We grew very close to each other. He was my shadow. He was the sweetest little boy. Amari was robbed of life because of Terrell. Terrell deserved a life sentence and nothing else. Every day, I feel the loss of this little angel. I pray you make the right decision, Judge. Keep us all safe. So I'm going to go ahead and play this video. Hold on. Okay, let me play this. No, I'm not doing a panel right now. Not right now. Probably tonight, Justin, but not right now.
Came knocking on the door. My boyfriend thought it was related to us, and she ran out the door with my baby.
Okay, what address did this happen at?
It's the Emerald Suite, Building J, off of Convention Center, Paradise and Plain. I'm in Colorado visiting my mom right now, so I'm not in Vegas.
Did somebody
But I'm
already call
catching the
this
first
in?
flight. No, I'm the first person.
Why didn't anybody call this in earlier?
I just found out about it. It just happened.
Oh no, why didn't they call police?
They called me and I panicked and called you guys.
So I know they're building J. Do you know what unit or apartment number they're at?
It's on the inside building. We just moved right before I had left town, so I don't know what the apartment number is, but it's building J on the courtyard side, and it's the third floor corner building all the way to the top left.
Okay. And then, so do we know who might have taken the child, or no idea?
At this point, I don't know because nobody knows where we live. But he claims that she said that she was my baby daddy's sister, but I don't talk to any of his family, and he's not on the birth certificate. He has no rights to my son.
So he gave this
to be in
girl
contact.
the child, and then they left. Is that right?
He was packing my son's clothes, and she ran out the door with him.
Okay. This is your ex-boyfriend's sister, correct?
Yeah.
Do we know how long ago we last saw the kid?
Maybe 30 minutes.
Do we know which way they went?
No.
Okay. Do we know if they left on foot or in a vehicle?
Wearing a gray Adidas sweater with sweatpants.
Oh, I'm sorry. Before we get to that, do we know if they left on foot or in a car?
In a car.
What color, make, and model car were they driving?
He wasn't able to see it.
Okay, that's
He was still in the apartment when she ran out.
Okay. I already have a call set up, so I just need some more info. I want to clarify if you have full custody.
I have full custody.
Okay.
My baby daddy was abusive to me when I was pregnant, and he went to prison for 2 years for beating on me when I was pregnant. And so he has no rights, no nothing, shouldn't be in contact.
Okay, understood. And then what is the child's first and last name?
Amari Nicholson, Amari.
Spell Nicholson too, please.
Nichholson. And then my boyfriend, who will be at the apartment.
Oh, we'll get to that in just a second, okay? So for Amari, what's his birthday? And is he white, black, Hispanic, or Asian?
Mixed, white and black.
Okay. And how tall does he stand?
About to the middle of my thighs. I mean, he's taller than the regular 3-year-old.
Like 2.5 feet, 3 feet. What are we thinking?
I think last time we went to the doctors, it was 38 inches.
Okay. And how many pounds does he weigh?
I want to say close to 40 pounds.
What color hair and eyes does he have?
Brown and brown. His hair is really curly. He got like a little fro going on.
Okay. And then what color clothes was he last seen wearing?
He said he was in his pajamas. I don't know exactly what color.
Okay. And what's the child's sister or the ex-boyfriend's sister's name? Black, Hispanic, or Asian?
Black.
How old is she?
I believe in her 30s. She used to be in the military.
Sure, no problem. And what color clothes was she last seen wearing?
She said she had an Adidas sweatshirt on and sweatpants to match.
Do you know what color? Adidas sweatshirt
Gray.
and sweatpants? Okay.
Gray.
All right. And what's your boyfriend's name and phone number?
His name is Terrell Rhodes. Terrell, and then Rhodes, Rhodes.
Okay. Is he going to be waiting at the house for us?
Yeah.
And your first and last name, please?
Taylor, Tayler, Nichollson.
Okay, I'll go ahead and put you in Colorado, but you're working your way back here. If you get any further, please give us a call back right away. Otherwise, you're all set, okay?
Okay, my plane leaves at 1:30, and so I should be there around 2:30.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Thank you, bye.
Hello.
Hey, it's Metro Police on a recorded line. Is this Terrell?
Yes.
Hey, sir. I just spoke with Taylor on the phone, and she advised that her ex-boyfriend's sister may have taken her child.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So she left. She left to go, like she said, with her mom, and he came and got the baby. Now, for y'all gonna hear what the mama had to say, how she didn't trust this. Y'all gonna hear. Okay? Hold on.
Okay.
You guys are gonna hear how her mother said she didn't approve it. But listen.
Let me get some basic information really quick. When did you last see the child?
Approximately 50 minutes ago.
15 minutes ago?
50.
Oh, 50? Oh, okay. And then did you see which way they went when they took off?
No, I didn't. I didn't even look out the door.
Okay.
I had no. I ain't had no.
Now he lying. So come to find out, he had already did something to him. He had already unalived him and hid him somewhere else, not far from where he lived. And they found that out. So he went into a rage and just hurt the little boy.
Idea he was even coming over here.
Oh, okay, that's what Taylor said. And then do you know what color, make, and model car they might have left in, or no idea?
Ma'am, I don't know.
Okay.
All I know is she had on a gray Adidas sweatsuit.
Okay. Let me get her
sweatshirt and pants to match.
Okay, I'm gonna get her description. Did she give you her name?
Excuse me?
Did she give you what her name was?
No, but her name is my girlfriend gave it to me.
Okay, because she said it's one of two possible sisters. Let me get her description. Was she white, black, Hispanic, or Asian?
She was black.
And then how old did she look?
Like in her 20s.
How tall was she?
Medium build, like 5'9", 5'10".
Okay, and what color hair did she have?
Black.
What color?
Black. Braid, the little individual little braids.
Black braids. Okay. And then, did she appear drunk or high at all?
No, ma'am.
Any weapons on her?
No, ma'am. Not that I know of.
Okay. And then Amari, what color clothes was he last seen wearing?
He had his pajamas on still. Baby blue pajamas.
Okay.
And a sweater, a gray sweater.
Okay.
That I grabbed because I was going to start packing his stuff up, and then she just said, "Oh well, we already got everything we need for him, so you don't need to pack anything."
Okay.
So I just gave him his sweater.
And then, sir, what apartment number are you guys in? We're going to be out there as soon as we can. Any COVID symptoms or exposure to COVID for anybody involved?
Oh, you said any exposure?
Yeah, any COVID symptoms or exposure to COVID?
No COVID, man.
Okay, you're all set. We'll be out there soon, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, bye. Metro Dispatch, how can I help you?
Hi, Amari, I called you guys earlier this morning around 6 in the morning. My name is Nicholson, and I had tried to report an Amber Alert, but I was out of town, and so my son has been gone for half the day, and the police haven't been looking for him because they said that they're taking it as a civil matter until they're able to talk to me in person.
Okay. Did you?
So I'm in town now. I just got off the plane. I'm at home. Is there a way that dispatch is able to come back out to talk to try to get the Amber Alert back?
What was your address that you gave?
Emerald Suites on Convention Center.
And when did you report this? Today?
At 6:30 in the morning.
Okay. Okay. And what is your first name again? I'm sorry.
Taylor.
Okay.
Nicholson.
All right, Taylor. Let's take a look here.
The police had came out and talked to my boyfriend. He was responsible for him. He had a whole piece of paper signed, dated, everything, saying that he was responsible for him while I was out of town. And one of the officers had called me while his partner was talking to my boyfriend. And we spoke on the phone. I told him what was going on. He asked when was the last time that I spoke to my child's father. And I told him it was about 3 days ago, but we had got into an argument. And I was sitting here telling him he's aggressive, abusive, not allowed to be around my son. And the cop took it as I told him it was okay for him to take him. So the cop canceled out the Amber Alert and said that I have to get my son back by going to court when he was taken from my house. The lady came in the house and took him and ran out the door. So I don't understand why there's been no Amber Alert all morning while he's been gone for half the day, when he could be out of state because who took him lives in Reno.
Okay. Okay, so ma'am, who has your child?
I don't know. My boyfriend said that a lady was knocking on the door this morning at 6 and said that she was my baby daddy's sister and said that she was there to pick him up, that everything was already prearranged, and I spoke to nobody. So they came in and took him and ran out the door with him. And so I don't know.
One thing I could never do is leave my child with somebody just because I've been with them and they're my boyfriend. I could never do that. I would have took my child with me to Colorado and it would have been great. There was no, I'm just going to be honest with that. And she was saying people were judging her. We're going to get into that too. But my thing is I would have never left him. He could do whatever the hell he wants, but I'm gone. Just don't have nobody with my house. How about you can leave while I'm gone with me and my child in my house? I would have never.
If it is his sister, if it's a total stranger, I don't know.
Okay, did you call her?
I tried calling. I haven't spoken to them. He went to prison for putting his hands on me when I was pregnant, so it's supposed to be a no contact order.
Okay.
So the last time that I had spoke to him was about 3 days ago. We communicate on Facebook. So his family, I haven't seen for about a year and a half now. And so none of their phone numbers are in order or working unless they did that on purpose. So I can't get a hold of anybody.
Okay.
Now, my baby daddy, he lives in Reno.
Absolutely. Her boyfriend, and her mother told her that, and that was something that she could have did. She could have just took him with them.
No. He just got off of parole. I don't know his address out there. I found one on Google, but I don't know if it's accurate or
not.
Okay. I'm just worried that my son isn't 6 hours away and still in Vegas, hopefully.
Okay. All right. So, and the last time you saw your son was half a day ago?
Last time I saw him physically was on Friday. I left to go out of town to Colorado to help take care of my mom. She was attacked by a dog, and I left Friday at 5. So that was the last time I physically seen him. My boyfriend last physically seen him.
What is your
around 6?
Okay. What is your son's name?
Amari, Amari, Nicholson, Nichholson.
How old is he?
He's 2.5. He'll be 3 in October.
Okay. Is he black, white, Hispanic, or Asian?
He's mixed black and white.
How tall is he?
I want to say 38 inches.
Okay. Do you know how much he weighs?
Maybe around 40 pounds. If that sounds accurate.
It does. What?
You know AI can do incredible things, but this isn't. With Artlist's AI, a professional like you can be a full-blown production house with all the leading AI models in one place.
Okay.
What color are his eyes?
Brown.
His eyes are brown.
Curly little frost.
Okay, so he has brown eyes and brown hair with curls.
Yeah. He got a little fro going on, but it's like it's not super tight. They're loose curls.
Okay. And what color clothes was he last seen in?
He was in his pajamas. I don't know exactly what color they were. No, he doesn't. The lady came in the house and my boyfriend.
Exactly. I would have took him with me. He had to see his grandmother. Why you didn't take him with you? He could have went with her to Colorado. Plane ticket or something. She could have asked her mom, and then she would have helped her.
Half asleep because it's 6 in the morning and starts packing a bag, and he turned his back to call me, and she said she didn't need anything. She already had everything, and then just ran out the door with him.
Okay. All right. And where will you be waiting?
I just got to my house right now, so I'll be
And that's
at home.
That's your house?
Yeah. Building J.
Okay. What time did she pick him up? You said 6 o'clock this morning?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you did not see him, but your boyfriend saw him.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting an event set up, and I will have officers. I said I'm getting something set up, and I'll have officers come out and talk with you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Bye.
Yeah.
Tonight, the search for this 2-year-old, Amari Nicholson, is intensifying.
The place he was seen was on Paradise near Sands Avenue yesterday afternoon. That's more than 25 hours ago.
My baby boy. It's my baby boy. It's my baby boy? Yeah.
Sergio Hayes' 2-year-old son is missing. Las Vegas police say Amari Nicholson was last seen Wednesday afternoon near Paradise Road and Twain Avenue. Hayes heard Amari and his mother were staying at the Emerald Suites nearby.
I don't know where he is, and she don't know, and the police don't know. So he's kidnapped. He's gone.
Hayes lives in the Reno area and doesn't have much contact with Amari other than a visit last year in Henderson and several video calls. He's puzzled about whereabouts and upset police are questioning his family.
I don't know who has.
So what it came to find out is the sister did not have his sister. I'm sorry, did not have him. This the baby father. Now what kind of made me go, She said he got a no contact order, but he on FaceTime. He got a no contact order. She got a no contact order, but he on FaceTime. Questionable. Another thing that stands out to me is he don't know, like he said, we don't got him. He didn't even know she left. So that's another questionable thing as well.
All I'm hearing is that the boyfriend said that my sister picked him up. My sister did not pick him up. And they searched my mom's house.
And another thing, he don't even know what the boyfriend, what she should have asked was, this how I know the boyfriend was abusive. Well, now ex-boyfriend was abusive to her. You didn't ask him, how did my sister pick him up? It didn't sound strange to you because how did his sister pick him up? He never met the man's sister. It sounded like to me, he never met her. He just know what she told him. He don't even know what she looked like. He don't even know what car she drive. Weird.
And they searched my stepdad's house. And they searched my sister's house. And they tracked down my brother. Like I did something wrong. If you could track me down, track him down. I want Amari to be found. Found. Down.
The father's side said they don't have him. They are cooperating with police and they have nothing to hide. They just wish an Amber Alert was issued.
We've given the police our doorbell.
I know that's right. He ain't lying. If you can track him down, if you can track him down and all that, you need to track him. I know that's right. I never heard a statement from the father. I'm gonna have to find that page, find Facebook or something.
Cameras, they've searched our homes because the mother said that one of our family members took the son. The police told us that they can't do an Amber Alert. Please don't say that we have him when we're doing everything we can to find him. We are the ones that have been reaching out to news outlets. We are the ones that are offering a reward for Amari. We are trying to do everything we can. We are offering $30,000 to anyone that can bring Amari home. He is a baby. He's 2 years old. Please, anything will help us at this point. We are desperate. We have nothing to go by. We don't even know what he was wearing when he went missing.
Jeez. It has been 2.5 days since anyone has heard anything about 2-year-old Amari Nicholson. Amari's mother, Taylor Nicholson, says she got the news her son was missing on Wednesday while she was in Colorado taking care of her mother, who was attacked by a dog.
Message to the public is, we miss our baby boy, and if he's watching, mommy and daddy loves you, and we hope you get home soon and safely. To the public, just, share our posts on Facebook, share the news reports, and try to get the word out and his picture around, and keep on a lookout to be able to find, where he is and to be able to bring him home back safe and sound. My mom got attacked by a dog and it chewed her tendon in her ankle, so she had to have 2 hours of surgery and over 60 stitches, so she was crippled, not able to walk. So I left on Friday to go to help take care of her, and I had only been gone 4 days before I woke up to a phone call saying my son was gone. And when I found that out, I hopped in the car and drove 2.5 hours to get to the airport, since it's a small little country.
The fact he's standing his tail right there, knowing what he did, you can tell he did something. He can't even look at the camera. He can't even look at the camera. He can't even look at that camera. He can't. He can't look at the camera. And how did she say she got a no contact? I'm still worried about there's no contact because he got the boy. The daddy was having the debate. He had Amari sometime. We saw that in the video. So it was very strange.
City, and hopped on the next plane and landed in Vegas around 2:30, and then that's when the search was able to happen. I had called police at 7 in the morning to be able to report him as the missing child, and the responders came out, and one called and spoke to me over the phone. The other talked to my boyfriend about the situation of what happened, and they had a misunderstanding and canceled the search, and so my son was missing for 8 hours with nobody looking for him. And then when I came in town and they were finally able to speak to me is when they finally were able to report him as missing. And they've searched everything and trying to do what they can. We just wish it was, a little bit more.
From my knowledge, I was already notified that somebody would be coming over, but I didn't think when, I didn't know when, I didn't expect when, and then when somebody did come, they notified themselves as my girlfriend, baby daddy's sister, and they said they was here to pick up Amari, and notified me that it was already prearranged. So from my understanding, from already being told by my girlfriend that somebody would be over, I wasn't told who, I wasn't told when, but I still had that in the back of my mind. So when that person knocked on the door, that's what my mind recommended right back to. So that's who I thought was there to pick up Amari. And as I'm finna call my girlfriend and pack his bag at the same time, she says that.
Yeah, it's like a bold-faced lie. He lying. Look how he keep turning away from the camera. He lying. Here is the thing. She should have, before she left, she was on FaceTime with him all the time. She should have made arrangements with his father's family and had them come pick him up before she left. Before she left. That should have been the first thing. Like, I don't care I don't care how long you been with this man. I don't care when you late. Y'all, see how they treat kids. Just watch. Send them around a park or something and see how they are with kids. See how they are with kids. See how they act with kids.
They already got everything that they need for him, and I don't need to pack anything. He'll be fine. And she recollected and she proceeded out the door. And as I'm on the phone trying to call my girlfriend,
he didn't like that little boy. He didn't like that little boy. I feel like, and it's not being funny, I'm not trying to start nothing. He didn't like that little boy. He had an issue with the daddy. I can already tell.
last look of her, it was just walking down the stairs. So I closed the door and I started calling my girlfriend over and over until she answered the phone and asked her, was anybody supposed to come that day to pick up Amari? And she said no. I said the lady just came to the door, says that she's her baby daddy's sister, and they just picked up Amari. And she started freaking out. That's when I ran out the door and immediately start combing the area, looking around, see what I can. And I ain't see nothing. Bring our son back wherever you at. Bring him back like immediately.
It's disgusting. I mean, he's a helpless 2-year-old. He's tiny and can't fight back. He doesn't know where he's at, doesn't know where mommy and daddy are, because we're the only two people.
What's sad is that man, this girl was sleeping next to this man, crying to this man, sitting up all night, and he was comforting her, on the news with her, helping her look for him, and he did something to this baby the whole damn time. Sitting here, fake tears on the phone, acting very concerned, and he did something to that baby the whole time. The whole time it came out that he was the one that unalived that baby. The whole time. That is some creepy. Now I'm gonna tell you, this girl has not been the same. Months after the boy was found, from what I was seeing, and we're gonna go to her page, she was arrested for soliciting her body. I think after the child has left, she's grieved differently. I've tried to find her on social media. I can't find her. So I think she either fell off the face of the earth or she just don't want to be found.
That he knows. And
right.
he needs medicine. He's.
But here's the thing, Gloria. Nobody came and picked him up. Nobody came to pick him up at all. Yeah, this is sad. Nobody came to pick him up.
Scared. He doesn't know who these people are. And we just asked to bring him back safe and sound because he doesn't deserve this. This is not okay.
And it's what's really sickening is that people is making assumptions, thinking that I have something to do with it, that I have her manipulated in some way, which that's sickening to me also, because he love us. I mean, we never do nothing like that to him.
to be, huh?
Apparently not now.
So we're just waiting, hoping something pops into the air, someone slips up, and he's able to return home.
Really, right now.
So we're gonna try to plan out a search party for him. See how that works. How we're gonna do the best we can and do whatever we can to find him.
We're going to create the search party on Facebook, and a Facebook event is going to be public, and we try to advise anyone who's free and not doing anything to come out and try to help us find him. Comb through the city, see if he's anywhere in sight. We have a few ideas of where he could be, and the police are just saying that it's an ongoing investigation, so they're not able to share much, and we can't, share all the details either because it's still ongoing, and we're don't want to interrupt the process of trying to find him, and so we're just waiting and trying to figure it out on our own as well.
Perfect. All right, thank you.
Taylor Nicholson,
Okay.
TAYLERNICHOLSI.
Okay, and your service?
TERRERRHODES.
How's the last name?
Rhodes.
Roltz.
RHODES.
Okay. Do you guys both live in Las Vegas then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I guess just tell me your thoughts. I mean, this is 2 days now without your son. Like, what's going through your mind?
We're devastated and hoping for the best of his safe return, and just saying our prayers and hoping that God's looking out for him and that he's not in any type of distress or danger. We just want our baby back as soon as possible in the best condition possible.
And your thoughts?
Going to the amount that the father's saying that his sister didn't come get him. And if that's really the case, then where's my son?
I mean, it seems to be, yeah, I mean, there's different stories floating around out there. I mean, can you just explain to me what you think happened? Or like,
he had got a knock on the door at 6 a.m. from a lady representing herself as Giorgio's sister. And then situation process, he's trying to call me to figure out what's going on. And I'm asleep in Colorado and I wasn't able to answer in time. So as he's packing the bag, she grabs the baby and runs out the apartment. And by the time he's able to try to find where she went, she was nowhere to be seen.
so you think this was the father's sister who
Yes.
came?
To my knowledge, yes.
And what is her name? And his sister. And why would she come there?
I'm not sure. They knew the area where we live, but they never knew the apartment, so they stalked us until they were able to find where the baby was.
Why would she take him?
Because the dad wanted to be the father in the child's life.
He didn't want to see him getting raised by me and her. He wanted to be in his child's life with the rest of his kids. Apparently, he has a house. He has a stable foundation with 4 other more children, and the only missing piece was Amari.
You see how he jumped in and tried to act like that's his child, and then he jumped in when it came to about the father. He had an issue with the father. I don't care what nobody say, and I figured that out. He had an issue with the father. Oh, he didn't want him to raise. They had issues, but what his situation was, he took it out on the child and try to blame it on the father's family because he had an issue with the father's family, and he took it out on the child. He wanted that child to himself. He didn't want that child to go over there for whatever reason. Yeah, he had an issue. That was his motive. Clear as day.
I've always tried to be in the cordial parent, has never not allowed him to see him or contact him. I just always told him, as long as you put in the effort to be in the child's life and show that you're trying to be the father, then that's fine. But he wasn't doing that. He wouldn't reach out, wouldn't call. It would always just be a message and once in a blue moon. It was never consistent, never like he really wanted to do that. And then we had an argument on Monday, and then he did this on Wednesday.
So, you're saying that she came and took him. Has anybody talked to her at this point?
police talked to her. We called. They're denying everything. They've been searched, and he's nowhere to be found. So we're just waiting until he shows up somewhere.
So she's saying that I didn't take him.
Yes.
Right. So who do you know who went there with him in the first place then?
What do you mean?
With the hotel, who took Amari to the hotel? Was he?
What hotel?
It was weren't they staying at the Emerald Suites?
Yeah. Yes, that's where we live.
That's where you live. Okay, I'm confused. So
we live at the Emerald Suites, and nobody knew which apartment or whatever. So they stood outside watching to see where we were.
Okay.
And then that's when they realized, they finally saw Amari and saw him with him, and then that's when they came knocking on the door.
So who was at the Emerald Suites that day then?
He was left with Terrell.
With you? Okay, that's what I thought. And so, can you just explain what were you guys doing prior to, or what were you doing in the morning?
Before that occurred, we had just woke up. I had just fed him breakfast, and I was in the room on my phone at this time, laying down. He's in there playing with his toys, and all of a sudden there's a knock on the door, and it was a woman saying that she was her baby daddy's sister.
Mm-hmm.
And she said she was there to pick up my stepson.
Uh-huh. And did you know her? Had you know her?
I'd never seen any sides of her baby daddy's family. So
you didn't know this woman. So then what happened?
So then I go to proceed to, okay, I'm going to pack him a bag up, pack some of his belongings up, and when that happens, I turn around to call her to tell her if this are this true, was this really prearranged?
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm doing that, she says she don't need anything from my stepson. They got everything they need for him, and basically just took off.
So you gave? Did she take him then at that point?
After that, she just basically says she got everything that she needs for him, and just that.
Now, but you didn't know her though, correct? You never seen her. So did you not know this person you're letting take Amari away?
I mean, from my knowledge, I already was told like someone was going to stop by, somebody was going to, but I never knew who. So I still had that in my head that somebody was coming by.
Who said somebody was going to come by?
That's what I was notified from my girlfriend prior to those days leading up.
Okay, so did you tell him that somebody was going to come by and get him?
I never said anybody was coming to get anybody. But I did say somebody would be by. So with that being planted in his head,
that's what I took that as.
It as she was there for Amari.
So who do you think actually what came to the door and took him away then? Do we even know?
We know, and police are investigating everything and doing the best of what they can to try to reach out to everyone and try to find him wherever he is.
And I'm sorry, just so I'm clear then, who do you think came to the door that day and took him away?
His sister.
His sister, okay. So do you think indeed that was the sister who came that day?
Yes.
To take okay. And what did she say to you? I mean, did you talk to her?
Only words that we had were that she was there to pick up my stepson, and that she already had talked to my girlfriend about it. So when I turned around to go pack his bags up, get his few belongings together,
mm-hmm.
She already said that she didn't need anything. They had everything for him, and that was it.
You didn't even give him all of his things and stuff then, correct?
She didn't take anything.
She didn't take anything from you guys. Okay. So now, did you okay the sister to come and get him?
No, but his family never knew where we lived. They knew the area, but not the apartment number. And I never spoke to anyone giving the okay for anyone to come and take him or have him or anything. They just showed up uninvited.
Okay. So you never told him that she was coming?
No.
But did you tell him somebody was coming?
Yes.
But did you tell him who was coming?
No.
No. So did you know exactly who was coming? You didn't know? Okay.
When she arrived, that's the first thought I had in my head was, so this was someone, I guess, that was coming.
Okay. And sorry, just so I'm clear, I'm sorry I keep asking redundant questions, but so are you saying that the sister never had permission to come and get him?
Correct.
She just came and took him?
Yes.
Okay. And have you?
Yes. Hey, good. Hey, everybody. Hey, yeah, that was an issue too, and I feel like she was too trustworthy in him. I just came to see your comment. I was looking for the parents, and it seemed like the mother and father just after the trial last year, because he got sentenced last year. It seemed like they just vanished. Like, I guess they went through 4 years and they wanted to take I think the family taking a break off social media. And I was looking for them. Taylor was arrested after they found her baby deceased and everything. That she got arrested that summer in 2021, but it was dismissed for soliciting. And after that, we haven't seen nothing else. Then she came back out for the trial last year. She made a statement, and that's it. Haven't seen them anymore.
Talked to her lately, so I think you just told me that.
No, she wasn't. She wasn't involved. She wasn't involved. She was so trustworthy of this man that she believed everything he said.
To him or to his family in a year and a half. That was the first time that Giorgio went to prison 3 years ago for abusing me while I was pregnant.
It makes me
got
think
released last year around
their relationship is very strange. He's given like her handler. I think it was more to their relationship.
August, and he visited him 2 days while he was in town, and that was the only time Giorgio's ever met and seen Amari.
Okay.
So his family, that was the first time they had seen him, was the one day of the visit. They haven't been to contact me, they haven't showed any emotion towards this. If they haven't contacted me to get the story, they haven't contacted me to see where he is. They're not telling me anything. And then he sends a video into the newscasting, and he's smiling in the video. He's not showing any type of emotion, like as if he's really a concerned parent. It's like he just wants the publicity from it.
So my understanding is he hasn't seen Amari much.
No.
Is what we were told.
I've been present.
You've been here, okay. So
great. The new GoDaddy Arrow has AI marketing tools to help small businesses easily reach thousands of customers.
If he really hasn't been around, why do you think now all of a sudden he wanted to be around Amari?
We've always had, like I said earlier, I've always tried to be the cordial person, try to co-parent and whatnot. If he reaches out to me, I respond back. He's asked to see him a few times, but we haven't been able to make that arrangement work out yet. So he has asked to see him before. He has asked for him to come out there. He asked to have him for Christmas, and we had already booked plans before he had asked, so we weren't able to make that happen. So he has tried to, but like I said, he doesn't put in any effort into trying to, be a father in his life. So I'm not going to send my son to a complete stranger when, I've been through that, and I'm trying to give my son the best life that he can and not have to go through the things that I did as in my childhood. So I'm telling him, be more involved, FaceTime more so he can recognize you, so he can get an idea of who you are. And he never wants to do that. He expects everyone to do what he says on his time.
Now, remind you, the father had already moved on. Somebody posted a video on Facebook of him with another woman I think he had 2 or 3 more kids. So for her to sit here and say for him to get to know him, that baby looked like he was 1 year old at the time that you started putting him in the diaper. I think she been with him since she left the baby daddy. Since that baby was a baby, and he been in his life. And he has been telling her what to do and what to say. Because if you pay attention to her mannerisms, it's like he's saying not in his head and stuff. Now, did he tell her what happened? No. But he had control over her.
Let me back up just for a second. So when they came over, now you said you called her, right? And did you didn't talk to him right away?
No, I was still asleep, so my phone, I didn't
They
hear
keeping
the
that
first few
camera
calls
on him, baby.
until it was already too late.
And when was it? How long was it when she came and took Amari till you actually finally talked to her?
It wasn't that long. Probably like a minute.
Oh, it just quick.
I called
then.
repeatedly.
Okay.
Until she answered the phone.
And then what did you do after she left with him?
I went running around the complex, just trying to search for any type of whereabouts or if I see anything.
So so when you finally did get a hold of her, what did you tell her?
Yeah,
I asked her, was anybody supposed to come
Yeah,
get him?
I feel like when she left that day,
Was that who she was talking about when she said someone's going to be bought?
And what did you say?
No.
I was in panic mode, and I told him no.
Okay, so now you're thinking, okay, I was not supposed to probably do that, or whatever the case. And then so you started running around, looking around. Can you tell me more about that?
There's nothing. I was running around and found nothing, seen nothing. They were already gone.
He never handed the baby off to anybody. She took him.
So there was no reason to look. Now, when did you call police?
Did anybody ask him what kind of car it was? Did anybody? That's the only thing that's missing in this whole thing. Nobody asked what kind of car was he in? Was she in? That would have told you everything you needed to know. And I understand it's high tension, nobody thinking of it, but that's what you should have asked. What kind of car was she in? Remind you, she ain't talked to them in a year and a half. You don't know what car she drive. You don't know the license plates. She ain't never been to your house. Y'all ain't meet up for brunch. You ain't talked to him till a year and a half. Nobody asked what kind of car it was. Nobody asked this man. Too trustworthy of these men, baby. Nobody. I would have asked him, what car did she drive? What did it look like? If she came and picked him up, what was the car so I could get too trustworthy? I don't know. And this is what I mean by when you sleep with people, when you lay down with people or you lay down with somebody, your mind get cloudy. And that's what happens. It gets cloudy. Your judgment is cloudy, I mean. So you believe everything. Y'all good, this and that. Your judgment was very cloudy as well because she loved him. They've been together, no telling how long. They're sleeping together. They're doing this and that. So her judgment is cloudy. But not one time did you sit here, because when I heard the 911, I didn't hear her say nothing about a car. Nobody asked about this car. Let me see if I can find the court documents.
Please, did you call? And what did they tell you?
They came out and it was a misunderstanding, said it was a civil matter, and stopped the pursuit of a missing child until I arrived into town at 3. And the plane landed at 2:30, so I made it home around 3. And that's when they started the actual investigation.
So when did you leave to go to Colorado?
I left on Friday.
About what time?
About 4.
4. Did you fly or drive? Flew. And what time did the plane leave-ish?
Like around 3:50.
3:50. And what airline was it?
Frontier.
Frontier. Okay. And tell me again why you were in Colorado.
My mom got attacked by a dog, and the dog ate her ligaments, chewed her foot up, and she needed surgery she was in surgery for 2 hours and got over 60 stitches in her foot.
Okay.
And so she's crippled on a scooter, can't walk, can't do anything. So I went out there to help take care of her.
And so you got there on Friday, correct? And what time did you get in? I'm sorry.
I got in around like 5 or 6.
5 or 6. Okay, and then you stayed there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, right?
Yeah, Wednesday's when I came back out here when I heard what happened.
And what time did the plane leave on Wednesday and get back here?
It left at 1:30 and it got here at 2:30.
2:30. Was it Frontier?
Yes.
Again? Okay. And I mean, what were you doing all this time after he told you this? I mean, were you just freaking out, or what were you?
Panic mode, freaking out, crying, screaming, just my baby's gone.
Yeah.
And I'm hundreds of miles away and I can't go out and look for him. So I'm rushing, driving to the airport. My mom lives in the country, so it's a 2.5-hour drive to the airport. So I'm speeding through all these little hick towns, trying to hurry up to get to the airport because my baby's missing, and I need to hurry up and get home.
Yeah. And what would you say to Amari? I mean, she's out there watching, and it's TV, or the sister's watching, or whoever's. What would you say to him?
If anybody got him, bring him back. Anybody know anything, let us know.
Mommy and Daddy loves him, and we hope that he's okay and playing happy, and we're going to bring him home soon.
I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, it just must be to not have the little boy. I mean, anybody who has a child would just be going, what the heck?
It's sickening. He's a little mini human. He's 2. He's defenseless and has no say so. He can't defend himself. He can't, say I'm done here and I'm coming home. He can't walk. He doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
And to do this to a child is disgusting, when in reality, all you needed was communication.
And I know that a lot of people there's a lot of things being said. There's probably some rumors floating around. There's all probably kinds of crazy talk happening. People might start pointing the finger at your boyfriend, or maybe even you. I mean, what would you say if that starts to happen? What would your response be to that?
It's inaccurate. It's a bunch of strangers just reading comments and not understanding the situation, not understanding the background, and just trying to put their 2 cents into it when it's all inaccurate. All this negative, hateful energy of pointing fingers at me and him can be put into trying to find our baby and bring him home, instead of causing more drama. I mean, we're hurting enough. We're all distraught over this. We're a complete mess, breaking down. And reading all these things and seeing all these hateful things is not helping the situation at all. If we knew where our son was, we would bring him home.
I'm saying,
is there anybody in the family pointing the finger at you at this point? Have you heard anybody talking bad about you?
His side of the family, of course. We've never had the best relationship, even when me and baby daddy was together. His family didn't like me because I was white and didn't approve of our relationship. And so it's always been bad blood in the family, especially after he went to prison. They blamed me for it when really it was his actions.
It's funny she say that, because his new wife is white, or his new baby mama is white. That's weird. She's white.
He was the abuser, not me. His own actions put him there.
And last thing, I'm sorry, I'm going to ask you this again, but can you say who you think was going to come and get him? You told your boyfriend that somebody was going to come and get him. Who was that?
So, okay, I'm going to pause. I know we're in the middle of this. I looked up her boyfriend case in Nevada, Las Vegas, Nevada. And I'm going to be honest with you, he done had some things going on that was dismissed. He has been in trouble since 2027. He had an attempted unaliving charge. Also the same charge that he got now in Las Vegas, Nevada, that was dismissed. It's something about tear gas or something like that. But it was the same time he went for what happened to Amari. So it seems like he left the county and went on the run to be with her after. But let's continue.
I never said anyone was going to come and get him. It was, like I said, it was a misunderstanding. The only person that I would have sent over there would be my grandmother.
Okay. So you didn't tell him, hey, someone's coming at some point.
I said somebody would be pulling up and I'll let you know when, but I never said for what or anything. It was a misunderstanding. We had our little disagreement, and I'm poking the bear, he's poking the bear back, and so I, let out the comment, and coincidentally it matches the situation that we're in.
Because that's going to be confusing to people. People are going to hear that. Well, I told you to that somebody might be coming, but I'm not really.
Yeah, we just had a disagreement. He was distraught that I was gone, and he wanted me to come back home and be with my family. And I had told him that I needed to take care of my mom for the moment, and so he was just upset about it and was emotional over it. And
are you talking to your boyfriend or the dad?
My boyfriend.
Your boyfriend, okay.
My boyfriend was emotional that I wasn't in Vegas anymore, that I was in Colorado, that he was upset that I had left them.
Okay. And so did you say that meaning, somebody's going to come get him because I'm mad at you and I'm just going to take him? No, I mean just, okay.
Just, if he needed help or if, to come get some more of my stuff or
okay.
I never intended for anyone to come and get Amari.
Okay. And can you just kind of clarify that? I mean, again, I know that people are going to hear that and say, well, she's saying this and saying that. I mean, so you didn't tell, I mean, what exactly did you tell him? Who was going to come or who wasn't going to come?
When me and Terrell had our disagreement of me being gone, I had texted back and said that I had said that somebody will be by and I'll let you know when. But I never clarified for what, for who, for anything. And I never even contacted anybody to come get him or, nothing. And so when she did show up, he had that in the back of his head. So he thought that's what I meant when I never gave permission to anybody to come and take him.
And why did you say that? Because you were upset?
We were both upset. And, just he pokes the bear, I poke the bear back.
Okay. And you're talking about your boyfriend?
Yes.
And okay.
I mean, this whole story, it sounds confusing. It sounds like we're lying. It sounds like, it's a whole, it's just a big confusion.
Right.
And the circumstances of everything else, it makes it look that way too. But Terrell loves Amari like he's his own. He's been the one who's been taking care of Amari. Amari loves Terrell just as much as he does. If you ask Terrell, he'll sit here and tell you that Amari has his DNA. That's how far he really feels that that's his son. Mm-hmm. And at this point, you can't sit here and say anything negative for a man to be taking care of another man's baby. He's sitting here doing the job himself when Giorgio could have been doing that, but he chose not to.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But you just said he had a no contact order, baby. Yeah, she hurt that baby. Yeah, she did. He hurt that baby. He controlled her. Mm-hmm.
So the intent of that comment was you were upset and you were trying to kind of hurt him at the point you said, I poked the bear, he poked the bear.
Basically, you're in a relationship, you know everything about the person. Mm-hmm. You've been around them so long, you know their flaws, you know they're what makes them happy, what doesn't.
So when I looked him up, right. When I looked him up, her boyfriend up his stain. He had attempted murder with something with tear gas. And it was something he had prior to that. But they dismissed that, but they gave him first degree. They kept the first degree. Now he did get 20 years to life. But I'm looking up his charges and it's very strange. Terrell been in jail. I'm gonna read them to y'all. I'm gonna read them to y'all in a minute.
So we're sitting here arguing, and we take it a little too far sometimes.
But people are gonna say, well, my gosh, why did he give the child to somebody he really didn't even know.
Instant happiness is here at Rent-A-Center. You could get instantly approved for up to $4,000.
He never handed the baby off to anybody. She was standing in the door frame. It's a weekly, so it's all open floor plan and whatnot. So he had turned his back to go pack the bag and call me. And at that point, when he was calling me, I was asleep, so I couldn't hurry up and answer. So she grabbed Amari because he's running around playing with his toys.
Mm-hmm.
She grabbed him and said she didn't need anything and rushed out the house. So by the time that I had answered, he ran downstairs and she wasn't in the parking lot. She wasn't on the property. They were already gone.
Oh, so what floor were you on?
Okay, let me pause this. It's an hour video. He wanted, yeah, he did. He had to, because he knew he was lying. Hey, Keisha. So listen, he left because they kept repeating the question. Listen, let's go to his court dockets. I'm gonna fast forward through this a little bit. Because it's like they asking the same thing, so we gonna move forward. So listen. 2017, March, he had a felony dismissed. It was for burglary, attempted burglary, first degree. 2017 of April, burglary. This was in Nevada. He later located to a different county. I think it's all the same county. I'm not sure how Las Vegas works. 2017, he had a misdemeanor. Okay. All right. And that was robbery and battery to commit a mayhem robbery grand larceny. Now we get to 2021. He had a misdemeanor. Failure by convey person to comply. He didn't comply to something. Let's go to 2021 of the 13th, 2 weeks after. They went ahead and charged him with resisting arrest. The day that they interviewed him. And you can see a lot of media coverage was asking for this coverage. Motion for disclosure for non-public information. Okay. Now he got charged for murder, which was May 17th, 2021. 4 days later, they find out that he had something to do with this baby being unalived. Now, he had a bail argument heard, it was no bail. He had no bail. Defendant detained due to the murder charge. You can see the news asking for coverage. They filed paperwork they got granted to cover. You can see all of that. He is in prison as we speak. His initial appearance was June 1st, 2021. Now, he got sentenced last year, and he was transported to court, bind over receipt. So he was transported to court for it, but in trial, he was, convicted for 20 years to life. I'm going to see if I can find his mugshot and see what it say. Let's fast forward a bit, y'all. Because they asked her, he came back. Look, he done came back. Look at him.
He doesn't know anybody. He's distraught. He's in a house full of people that he doesn't know who they are, and he doesn't know where his mommy and daddy are. And for this man to have Amari in hiding,
he was eating a lot of noodles in there.
Letting us know anything, like, at least let me know my baby's okay. At least. But we're not even getting that. You're not telling me that he's safe. You're not.
He had gained weight. He was eating thank you. He was eating a lot of noodles in there. Because that nigga had got fat. I don't know who was giving him commissary. You should have let him been hungry.
Telling me that he's not harmed. You're not telling me that he's okay. Nothing. Mm-hmm. He needs medicine, and he's not able to get that.
What does he take medicine for?
He has asthma.
Oh. Did you have the asthma?
Yes, and he has a
and they didn't
broke
take
out and he has a rash on his neck, and got medicine for his rash. He needs that.
We tried packing everything.
Okay. And they didn't even take it. And when she grabbed him, you didn't say anything? You say, hey, wait, or here's the bag, or wait, don't take him, or anything like that? What?
She basically just did that before I can say or do anything. I was already a step in the room, ready to on the phone with her and trying to pack a bag at the same time.
Yeah, but again, your understanding was somebody was coming to get him, so they just took him and that was it.
Very awful, yeah.
Harry Howard says Amari's mom, Taylor Nicholson, who's her daughter, landed in Colorado to help her recover from surgery on April 30th. She tells me they FaceTimed with Amari that night and he seemed happy, but that's the last time she says she saw her grandson.
It sure was.
Says in the following days, she did not see her daughter FaceTime with Amari again.
Howard said she's known Rhodes's family for the past 12 years. She warned her daughter not to get involved with him. She said both Taylor and Amari were supposed to be in Colorado. She bought a one-way plane ticket for Amari and Taylor so they could stay with her at least until the end of May.
Then her daughter said she received a call that he was kidnapped and she rushed back to Las Vegas. She also says she believes her daughter and her boyfriend's story isn't adding up.
You're not thinking that your boyfriend who just gave your son away to a stranger, like you're not finding anything wrong with that? I'm terrified over here. I'm a freaking mess. I can't sleep. I can't eat. I can't heal.
Come on
The
now.
reason why we're here today is because it's been 6 days and we don't want.
Now this is Amari's aunt. This is Amari's aunt on the father's side. She cried more than anybody.
Want the public to forget about Amari. We want to keep his name out there. We want to keep his face out there. We're asking that if anyone could help us get a billboard for Amari, that would be useful. If someone could help us with a website where the public could call in and give any type of tips that they have for Amari, that would be useful. We don't want him to be another story. We want people to remember Amari and help us bring him home safely.
Oh, wow.
Have you been updated at all on the police investigation? What's the latest? Any new information?
It's an active investigation, so there's only so much that the police.
What's weird is she didn't do a background check and then y'all see how I pulled all that stuff up about this man? He's been in jail as a juvenile. Meaning he had to be, I don't know how old they is, but he was in jail. He had some stuff done since he was a child. This boy been robbing since God knows when.
Can tell us. We do know that they're using all their resources to help us find Amari, but we still don't have any leads, which is why we're continuing to come out and ask for people to continue to look for Amari and help us find him. We need the public's help.
Also, the family's been out searching, going door to door. Is that right? Could you describe for us what your efforts have been?
Yes, we've been staying in this area mostly. There are other search teams out and about in the city looking, but basically what we're doing is just trying to jog people's memory, get his picture out there, keep him in everyone's mind, and remind everyone it's 6 days and there's still a 2-year-old and we have no idea where he is.
I have a question for Margarita. Was there an Amber Alert issued in this case, and if so, why not?
So the Amber Alert Nevada criteria is the child has to be taken with a vehicle description, and there is no vehicle description. We also don't have a suspect description.
Yeah,
so those are 2 criteria for the Amber Alert Nevada.
I knew that was strange then. She didn't think about how strange that was when he didn't mention a car. He didn't mention what this woman looked like. That's the aunt that was just talking about a billboard or something. She did more than the mother. You telling me he couldn't tell you what this girl looked like? You didn't ask him at all?
They are different in every state, but this is unfortunately what Nevada's criteria is.
Right.
But what has been issued and what was activated is missing endangered child alert,
which is what Metro has activated, and also our agency. So if you're watching this and you shared that flyer, thank you, because you made the difference. There have been tips that have come in, but unfortunately we don't have that information. It goes directly to law enforcement, and we just need more people to
Listen, that black man back there was getting his commentary, honey. He was boots on the ground. He had that phone out recording to update everybody.
just come out. And I know you've been probably out here. We've had hundreds of volunteers come and help share flyers, but we can't stop. We're not going to stop until he's found.
Do you feel confident that Amari's not with anyone on the paternal side of the family? You know everyone in your family, right? And if the person said that they were on the paternal side, is there any possibility that someone on your side of the family has him, or you've ruled that out?
There's no possibility that anyone on our side of the family has him. And that's why we're out here, to try to figure out who does have him. Someone has to have seen something.
Have you been in contact with the mother's side of the family? Are they helping? And I know yesterday you said they not pointing fingers or any of that, but what's their involvement? And are they trying to help too?
We have not been in contact with the mother's side of the family. We are open to working with her. We want her to know that we want to help her find Amari. Like I mentioned before, we're moms. I can't imagine what it's like to not have your son at home for 6 days in a row and have no idea where he is.
Come on now.
So we want to help her find her son.
What is your reaction to knowing that she's not out here with you guys trying to help?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. And I don't want to spend.
I believe that man was her handler. I believe that man was her I ain't trying to be funny. I believe he was her I believe, because she got arrested for soliciting her body, and after he was locked up, I truly believe that he had her out there. He had her out there. Wow, that's why you say, "Oh, that's my child." He had her out there. I don't put that past him. And the way he be trying to make sure she don't say the wrong stuff, I truly believe he had that girl out there.
Speculate, because I don't want her to feel like we're against her, but we're here to help her. We want to help her find her son.
Have you guys talked to anybody at Emerald Suites, any managers? Do you know if the video was working at the time, the camera system?
That's a part of the investigation that the police are conducting right now.
Oh, that's the auntie. I've seen her page.
Talked to any neighbors who knew Amari or his mother?
We've talked to neighbors, and I mean, we're just not getting on any leads on where he could be. And that's why, it feels like we've exhausted what we could do here for now. And that's why we want to reach out to people everywhere.
Excuse me, hold on, y'all.
We do want everyone in the country to know, because it's been 6 days and he could be in.
Now, I looked up the update on the aunt. She is newly married. I think she was too, and I think he was her pimp. I really do believe that. I think he was her pimp. But I looked up the auntie. This is the auntie. She's doing good. She is a mom. She is married. She's doing great. She, is married. She just became a mother herself again. So
anywhere.
We heard that Amari had a plane ticket to go to Colorado with his mother, but ended up not going. Do you know anything about that?
We've only seen those stories on Facebook. We don't know for sure. And like I said before, it's an open investigation. There's only so much that they will tell us right now. So
the grandmother, she didn't know that her mother came out and said that there was a ticket for Amari to go, because her mother felt like that wasn't a good idea for him to be there with the child.
So right now we feel like all of that is speculation until the police come to us and say that that's a fact.
What's next for you guys today? Are you going to continue handing out flyers? What would you like to be done?
We're going to continue to hand out flyers in different parts of the city. But like I said, we need more. We need more resources.
Yeah, and what's our plea today as well is to just let the public know that you can call Nevada Child Seekers. Our phone number is 702-458-7009. I will drive to you and I will give you flyers if you want to hand them out in Pahrump or any part of the city. If you are out of state and you want to share and be a part of this, I will mail you flyers.
There's nothing we won't do to help bring him home.
What do you want people to know about Amari?
Right. What we want is for people to connect this to them. Think about a 2-year-old that you know. Think about what a 2-year-old can do. How far can a 2-year-old go? How well can a 2-year-old communicate? And that's why we're devastated. If anyone has had a child or has been around a 2-year-old, you know how defenseless they are at this age. And that's why we need help. We need resources. We need to get Amari's name out there. We don't want people to forget about him the same way they wouldn't forget about the 2-year-old at their house. So just think about how you would feel if this was your 2-year-old and you hadn't seen him in 6 days and no one knew where he could possibly be for 6 days.
How is Amari's father holding up?
The best he can.
The best he can, yeah. There's not much that he feels defenseless. Like, there's not much that he can do to bring his son home. And he also has no idea where his son is. He has other children too that he's trying to be strong for. But what can you do in this situation? Like, there's no handbook for how to feel or how to handle this. As far as we know, since Amari has gone missing, no.
What's the living arrangements? Do they go back and forth? Do they share custody? Could you describe it for us?
His mother had full custody of Amari. They were beginning to try to communicate and, get a better relationship going between the two, but his mother had full custody.
Have there been any talks about a reward to get Amari back?
There is a reward, $30,000 for anyone that can bring Amari home safely.
You mentioned possibly a billboard or a website. There's a lot of billboards around Las Vegas. What is your message to those people who can make that possible?
Please help us. Please help us. It's the longer time goes on, the less likely we're going to find something walking around and knocking on doors. There's so many people that come and go from Las Vegas that it feels like it's so heavy on us how long it's been and how much.
Anything helps.
Any
resources that they can put forth.
If you know somebody who can either put his flyer in print or on a billboard or, this billboard right here would be fantastic. Once again, we're just a family begging for help.
And going forward this week, I know you throughout the weekend and yesterday and today you have us out here. Can you maybe go over the plan? Are you going to expand maybe a little bit more to this area? I don't know if going to the strip is part of the idea or anything like that.
We've covered some of the strip. We plan on doing more today. And like you said, different areas throughout Las Vegas. We're not going to stop. Anywhere we can look, anywhere we can go, we will go.
I know that's right.
And if you're out there and you see someone hand you a flyer of Amari, please take it. Please take it. Because you don't know you may have some information and unknowingly that can solve this, that can solve it and bring them home. So we initially started, of course, with Metro, the search right here in front of the Emerald Suites. I know they've done all of their investigation in this area, interviewed people. I know they're still doing it. But as a team, we're going to start doing pockets of the city from like Summerlin, to the Strip, to Anthem. And if you're in those areas and you want to help, contact our office. I'll give you flyers. We just need more people, like I said, sharing his story and sharing our plea to bring him home.
Have you guys talked with the boyfriend that was last with Amari when he was
Look how he pulled up for that issue. So they said, have you talked to the boyfriend or Amari? And she said, no, we never met.
No.
See?
I'm
we
on
never
road,
met him.
34 pounds down on GLP-1s.
No contact with any of them.
See? Uh-oh. Baby, I don't know who. I think that man, that was her boyfriend at the time, but they married now. He was getting his commentary. I don't blame him.
Are you guys familiar with anything about the relationship? I mean, how long were they dating, anything like that?
No, we don't know anything about Taylor or her boyfriend. Like, we have very minimal details. And that's why we're trying not to discuss it too much, because we don't want to speculate. We don't want to put things out there that aren't true. And we don't want her to feel like she can't come to us if she needs help.
Give us a photo on the flyer. Is there any place we can get more visuals or any video, or do you have any available?
We've been sending pictures to the different news outlets that reached out to us, but that's about it.
Is there any history that you know of with Amari and CPS with the mother or anything like that?
We can't confirm or deny. We don't know.
Anything else you guys would like?
We just want to thank everyone that has come out. We would like to thank all the news outlets. When we reached out, you guys responded so quickly to help us, and we do appreciate everyone's help. And we want people to continue to look and continue to put his name out there until he comes home. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Richard Myers, M-E-Y-E-R-S, and I'm a lieutenant with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. Are you all ready? Okay. As you know, this case started out as a missing persons investigation. And unfortunately, I'm here to tell you today that it is now a homicide. On May 5th, 2-year-old Amari Nicholson was reported missing from the Emerald Suites on Paradise and Twain.
Yep.
During the course of the investigation, it became clear.
He said that she kept him away because he had a no contact, but I don't think there was a no contact order.
That the circumstances were suspicious. We brought all of the resources of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department to this investigation, including the homicide section. As the investigation progressed, it became very clear to us that Terrell Rhodes was our primary suspect. I'm here to tell you today that Terrell Rhodes has been booked for the murder of Amari Nicholson. There will be additional charges, however. While the arrest was taking place, Terrell Rhodes chose to fight with police officers, and during the course of that fight, was briefly able to retrieve an officer's firearm. That incident was quickly de-escalated, and Rhodes was transported to the Clark County Detention Center and booked accordingly.
Yep.
I know you have questions. This is an active and ongoing investigation. We are still asking the public that if you have any information regarding Amari Nicholson's murder, to please contact Crime Stoppers at 702-385-5555. Thank you and have a good evening.
Out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here.
What the hell you crying for? You didn't cry when you had that baby. Got real, huh?
I can't go back. I can't go back. I can't go back. Relax.
He done been in jail and he done been in prison. That's why you heard him say he can't go back. And he would, I don't know what happened to him in there, but he already know if he go back, and then he know if it's about a child with all them G members in there and stuff, it's over with.
Where's the hands? Got it. Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun, dude! Drop the gun! You got his hand? No.
He was trying to take himself out of here. That's what he was trying to do. He was trying to take himself out of here. That was the easy way out for him, to take himself out of here. Because he would feel like it's better for him than to do, you know, he was trying to end it. He knew it was over. When they found out what he did, it was over for him. And we're going to get into that.
Drop the gun! Drop the gun!
Yep.
Drop the gun! You're making things worse!
Police say once Terrell Rhodes knew he was caught in a lie, he changed his story and then confessed to killing Amari Nicholson.
The toddler's accused killer drew a map for police after he confessed.
Another tragic day as the body of little Amari Nicholson is discovered not far from where he was first reported missing.
Amari was found just after 1 o'clock this afternoon. It's within walking distance of the Emerald Suites where he was reported missing.
Wow.
It appears his body was left behind this wall right here.
Amari's mother could be seen looking somber as officials questioned her, but as I mentioned, onlookers, many of whom were here this morning looking for the body, voiced suspicion about the mother's apparent composure.
The baby was a kind baby. I'm a mother too, and I'm pregnant right now. So for her to get on the camera and for her to not cry or anything.
Crowds gathered when the news broke about Amari's body being discovered. Strangers watched Amari as he was placed into a funeral home car yelling, "We love you, Amari."
It's just a baby. He was alone, and all these people came out because we care about him, and even though we didn't know him and we weren't close to him, he's still always gonna hold a special place in our heart.
I wanted to thank all of the volunteers, the Nevada child seekers, the media. Even though we didn't get the outcome that we wanted, we hope that this raised awareness about how important children are.
For the auntie to do the groundwork more than the mother says everything we need to know. And I see why a lot of people felt like they didn't believe her. That auntie was out there, baby. That auntie was out there. That auntie was there. She was there. She was doing the footwork for her nephew. That is crazy. And the mother didn't do anything.
And how important it is that you protect your children. Amari did not have to go this way, but this brought a lot of people together. It brought our family together, and I speak of freedom and the child seekers. The Las Vegas community and our family really thanks you for all of your efforts and everything that you've done to try to help us bring Amari home. So I want to thank every citizen that volunteered. I want to thank every reporter that covered this story, because I saw your eyes, I saw you care. We saw him touch it. We're going to continue on for Amari. We're going to continue on for his legacy. And we encourage everybody that's helped and watched and learned about what our children need is to have a voice.
Yeah, they showed more emotion.
We need more help. We still have children that are missing. We still have cases that are still open and unresolved. There's still families that need your help. So if you're out there and this touched you and Amari's feeling on your heart, call us and volunteer.
Knowles isn't Amari's biological father, but was with his mother, Taylor Nicholson, from day one of Amari's life.
October 26th, man, changed my life.
Jacquees Knowles held Amari Nicholson the day he was born.
Oh, wow.
I thought, from having a child,
Wait a damn minute. So when did she meet this man? After they broke up? Lord,
things would be difficult. That's another life, a human being you have to take care of. And when I got him, things just were so easy, just so magical. It was just a calm, sweet baby, man. He was never difficult, never. I already knew he was into sports because that was our, the pictures I have. That's.
He really loved that little boy. Wow. I wonder what happened in the relationship.
Mostly why we would sleep together on the couch, watching ESPN News.
Knowles said he and Taylor broke up over the summer, and the last time he saw Amari was November of last year. News of his murder knocked him off the floor.
My neighbor had to come pick me up off the floor because I'm hysterical. I don't want to leave the house. I don't know what to do. I'm beyond hurt.
Oh, he loved that baby.
I don't know where to place this anger. I'm just being level-headed right now for this situation of the scene. Oh, but when I go back home, I'm gonna ball up in my cover and I'm gonna look at our pictures. I'm gonna hold his favorite teddy bear, his favorite Mickey Mouse.
Girl, you heard what he said. He was there when baby was born. Now, I don't know if you came in from the beginning, but she said that the baby daddy went to jail. He was in jail when Amari was born. She got with him. Y'all, this sounds like somebody we know. No names. She got with him. And then they got together. They were together for a bit while he was a baby. I guess until a certain time. Then that's when she got with the man that unalived the baby. You heard what he said. He was in that baby like, I don't know what happened with their relationship. He said he was with her for a minute. And he loved that little boy. He still loved him. He took pictures with him. He loved her and he loved him. He wanted to be in his life because he didn't, the situation with the father from what is understood, girl. And he's saying that it hurt him. Yes. That's what it reminds us of. That is crazy. This man he done brought Christmas gifts and everything. Wait a goddamn. Exactly. That's who she should have stayed with if that's the case. Come on, girl. Tell the truth. Because that man was willing to be a participant. Girl, he wanted to be a stepfather for real, unlike her pimp.
I'm going to hold the blanket that we got made for Christmas. Mickey Mouse was his favorite
Played
character.
herself.
I just want to be here and be in peace, pay respects to my son and just
He said his
be as
son,
peaceful as
honey.
possible, man.
Girl, she crazy.
For it to be so close to home, it hurts. He was a happy baby. He should be remembered as a happy baby. Yeah. Nothing more, nothing less. And he is not suffering. No more. Anger, confusion, a little bit of peace. But just mainly still want to know why. Yeah. And how could somebody hurt an innocent baby?
Yeah, she moved on quick.
There's still too many holes. Why in 5 days did you not video chat with my grandson on the phone with me other than Friday night when we got from the airport?
She also told 8 News Now, no matter the circumstance, it didn't have to end like this.
She had my house. She had 2 other people in Vegas that would have taken him so he didn't have to stay with Terrell.
But in the end, Carrie Howard told us no matter what was happening, her daughter would not leave Terrell.
Screw your clothes. Screw.
It sounded like she was trying to find another ex-boyfriend. She was trying to find another man, like the man that just talked, Mr. Knowles, that took care of the child. And the mama pissed off with her. She's very upset. The mama said he had 2 other places he could have stayed instead of putting him on that plane. They had already brought a ticket for the child.
Oh, all that can be bought again. Tell us you're in danger and we'll take you, But nothing was said because that's where she wanted to be. She loved him.
Carrie says losing her grandson is the worst pain she has ever felt in her entire life, as she will now look to the sky, knowing that Amari is looking down.
The only thing I can say is I know my grandson, he'll no longer be hurt, and he can watch over us from now on. And I will never be the same after losing him.
So it sounds like like I said, he was abusing her and the child. And he took it further with the child than he did with her. Because it sounds like he was putting his paws and feet on her as well.
According to the Clark County District Attorney's Office, Rhodes confessed to killing Amari.
Are you Mr. Rhodes?
The 27-year-old man appeared in court for a murder charge Wednesday. Evidence includes blood on a wall and soiled child's clothing.
Now, the arrest report says Terrell Rhodes told the homicide detective Amari urinated in his clothes several times, and Rhodes became upset.
The time set for the Las Vegas Justice
he
Court
was scared
initial
to be alone
James Court
with him.
calendar morning session. The purpose of today's hearing.
He was scared to be alone with him. Yeah, the mama knew how her daughter got down. That baby was scared to be alone with that man. He was scared. If he kept wetting his clothes, he was scared. He was scared. Wow.
Is to determine whether probable cause exists for recent arrests Additionally, I will address custody status. I'll hear arguments in counsel. Before court for each individual, I reviewed a temporary custody record, arrest report, Nevada pretrial risk assessment tool, criminal history, and other statutory factors. I'd like to call one case out of order, the Rhodes matter. The State of Nevada versus Terrell Rhodes, case number 21PC022443. Are you Mr. Rhodes?
Whoa. What's that?
I
just went to budgeting app, base 44.
That we got
Guys,
flights.
Nina just built an app.
Impossible.
I can't.
We leave. We skip it town.
Right. Mr. Rhodes appears to be present in custody. Mr. Rhodes is here because of an arrest on May 11th of this year for first-degree murder, a felony offense arising out of an incident alleged to have occurred on May 5th of this year. Before court, I did review the items that I mentioned earlier. I did find probable cause for the arrest. I did note a pending misdemeanor case, and I'll next hear from the state.
I blame her.
On custody status.
I blame her as part of this too. I really do. I put the blame on her as well. She's not alone in this with the blame. He's not alone in this with the blame. Yeah, he never liked that child. He didn't like that child because of the father. I think when the daddy started to want to come around, that's when he felt some type of way.
Your Honor, we're asking for detention pursuant to 178.484 subsection 4. We believe proof is evident, presumption great that the defendant committed first-degree murder in this particular case. We would note that the defendant lied for approximately 1 week regarding covering up the murder that he committed against this child. The defendant ended up confessing to Metropolitan Police detectives that he abused the child, hit the child numerous times, causing his death. He then ended up hiding the body after this occurred. Subsequent search of the defendant's residence found corroborative evidence inside, including blood on the wall and soiled child's clothing. So we're asking for detention in this particular case.
Thank you. I'll next hear from the public servant.
In Your Honor, my request is for the court not to make any decision regarding Valdez Jimenez or any entitlement for release or bail pursuant to 178.484, and instead allow Justice Court to make that determination in light of the fact that they equipped to have a evidentiary hearing to make that determination. So that's my request at this time.
All right, thank you. The state is entitled to detention at this early stage of proceedings based on the nature of the charge. I am going to order the defendant be detained pursuant to statute, detained without bail. Now, I am not going to make a decision as to whether the state has met their burden. What I have is about a page and a half arrest report. So there may be this may be readdressed at a future court date. This is likely going to be handled by specialty teams within the district attorney's office and possibly public defender's office. So there may be a hearing in the future to address custody status, but at this early stage of proceedings, Mr. Rhodes is ordered detained without bail.
The boy's injuries were pretty severe. All indications are that he was beaten to death and then left in a dumpster.
What
do you want to say about Amari?
He was an innocent soul. He loved pizza and oranges, and his favorite thing was Cocomelon. And he loved music and just running around dancing. He was always a happy baby, even when, times get hard or whatever, and you judge your character as a mother. He was always patient, and he loved everyone regardless of everything. And now with him being gone, it's getting difficult. You still see him running around. You still see everything. You still hear everything. And now we just gotta live through what he loves the most to keep his spirit close to all of us, and until that one time we could see him again.
I think it finally hit her baby gone. That's what happened. Because everybody was like, she didn't cry the first time. I think it hit her. Like, she really realized, like, oh, shit. I messed up. Because she didn't cry. She didn't cry at all. She didn't bawl. She didn't scream. She didn't do nothing. It really hit her that baby gone.
How come it was important for you to come to court today?
Because this man betrayed me. He hurt me. He took my whole purpose of life away from me. And I don't want him to sit back and think that he's going to get this at all easy. He took a precious child away from many people. And he needs to pay attention to how we all feel, because this is not okay.
You know, you can choose not to answer certain things, right? So I just want to be clear. But, you know, the public is suspicious of you. You're also a mother who lost a child. What do you want to say to address that?
I feel like it's hard for me right now. I can't grieve in peace. I can't grieve properly at all. I'm being advised to stay home because it's unsafe. I'm not being able to be included in any of this, and I'm the one hurting the most. My baby's gone. I can't. It's hard. And everyone in the public, you know, we respect your reach outs for the ones who do actually genuinely care and at least are trying to understand just as we are. And for the ones with the negative comments, we're still in court. I can't. It's very limited for things to be able to be said in the first place. And the negative comments is horrible. My son's up there looking down on all this, and he loved everyone for anything. And to sit here and see that this has brought hatred out of people when we're mourning over a child, that's horrible. He would not want that.
Well, everybody blame you, ma'am.
And
but it's
so,
I mean, it's just the truth, honey.
Did you believe Terrell when he said a woman came to pick up Amari?
Okay.
I did. I had trust in him. And I would have never fathomed that this would have been the outcome. It is horrible.
Was there ever a point before his arrest where you didn't believe him?
No, not necessarily didn't believe, just started
she didn't protect
being more aware
at all.
The signs until on Wednesday when we went to Metro.
When you found out, what went through your mind?
My head just fell. I was disappointed. I felt betrayed. I just felt my whole insides.
I told y'all she was gonna feel betrayed. She was sleeping next to this man. This man was helping her find his child like he did nothing wrong, y'all. He was 2. This man was helping her find his child like he did nothing wrong. That man had lied and everything. That girl felt like a duck. She probably still do to this day. I'm telling y'all, that girl felt like a duck. The fact that this man was sitting in her face to help her find his child was lying. He lied. And not once did she ask him, what car was it? What did the car look like? Nothing. She said nothing. That man sat there, was talking about, we gotta find him. We don't know where he at, was laying up with her in the bed, holding her in the whole damn time. The whole time, y'all. Guess what he was doing? He was sitting here not saying that he just unalived that poor precious baby. That man was sitting there doing all of that. I promise y'all. And the fact that she realized that she was laying up with her child killer hit her like a ton of bricks. Yeah, she left from with him. Hit her that's the only child she had. And she realized she fucked up.
This fallout. I had hoped that I was going to see my baby again, and they told me that was never going to happen.
Yep.
And again, I just, I just want you to address, I want you to have a chance to address what people are saying. And one of the things is you talked to a couple of reporters, right? And Terrell shared his version of what happened, which we know police say is a lie now. But people said, well, how come she wasn't crying? Or how come she was so calm? Or what do you want to say to people who are sort of criticizing you?
Everyone handles stress and irritation a whole different type of way. And I mean, I've seen comments on Facebook from people I haven't even talked to in months, years, who you have to know me to understand. I've never been the type of person to just sit here, start crying, and let everybody know what my emotions are. I've always been a closed off person. And so me being
she's very what I noticed with her, she take a while to process emotions. She's very emotional detached to certain things. Like you could tell it take her a while to process something. Like, okay, no, he wasn't a daddy, he was a stepdaddy. Okay, like I'm gonna get through it. Okay, I'm gonna process it. Okay, yeah, that happened. Okay. And then when she finally realized what's really happening, she just snap out of it. I truly believe she learned to hide her emotions with this man. With all the, I feel like I don't know the situation with her and the baby daddy. She said the baby daddy abused her. I don't know about that. But what can I don't know. I wasn't there. But I could tell that she's taken a lot of abuse. And she just, you know how somebody, yeah, this was 2021. You know how somebody keep getting hit, right? And they just sit there after a while and just take it. After a while, like they just keep getting knocked down. They just like, okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay. That's what she gives to me. Like, I'll take it. If that's what it is, I'll take it. That's why I say when I found out she got arrested for soliciting her body, she like just black out. Like, what the hell? That girl needs some help. I hope she getting the help that she need for real. Something is wrong. And like her mama say, why you just didn't come here? Why you just like why you just won't come here? You know, I feel like she just, you can tell like it's just like she just okay. You know what I'm saying? Well, whatever you say. That's the vibe I get from her.
in front of detectives and reporters, I want to try to be level-minded to try to understand the full circumstances of what's going on instead of sitting down, breaking down about, and not being able to really gather all the information. I've had my moments of breaking down every time I'm alone or I leave. I'd be doing anything and just start crying. I don't know, I try to just keep my head strong.
Walking earth.
I just have a couple more questions for you.
I don't know.
Do you want to address
what happened
leaving
to her in her life after she got separated from her mom with a situation? But she's very disconnected with everything. It's like she just here. It's like it take her a while for her emotions to kick it. She's just disconnected with everything. And she just here. And it's weird.
Amari with Terrell and not taking him to Colorado? It's okay, you don't have to. Do you have a support system?
It's small,
right?
But it's something. We're trying to get through everything.
Anything else you want to say, and anything about like a memorial or funeral arrangements?
We're still conversating and trying to work something together, and
more likely all those things are going to be private, so it won't be a notice of anything maybe until after it happens. But the family,
now they did have a service for him And I'm gonna tell y'all, nobody donated to her for the service of this child. There were no donations given to have this child service. I think they didn't trust the mother, because I think it's a lot that went entailed with this. Maybe she was still in contact with Terrell, maybe she wasn't. Who knows? I don't know. But they felt like because she had no emotion, they did not trust her. The community did not come up with anything. I think the family, his dad's side of the family helped with the funeral cost, so there was no need for that. But he does have a nice burial. They did have a nice service for him. The community did come out to, pay their respects for the baby. That's what I could tell y'all that I looked up on while, the video was playing, from what I saw. So, yeah.
We would like to have their time and have that in private, at least so she could be safe to, people been asking as well, why hasn't she been out here? But it's like, you guys are trying to hate at the same time. And it's like, how do you want her to come out here and feel safe trying to search for her son or be out here with you guys if you guys are, throwing hate? So, it's just a difficult situation. I'm just telling her to keep her head up. We just have to move forward. So as long as she get her time to grieve and lay her baby to rest, at least privately without any other mess, after that, everybody can have their opinion on what they want to say and speculate. Because again, and she wouldn't be here, standing right here, if she had something to do with it. So, I mean, everybody's going to figure it out, once everything's all said and done.
And I'm going to say this, let me pause. When it comes to people got to understand it, when somebody is unalived and folks be advocating for people to walk, you're never going to walk free. Remember what Zimmerman had to go into hiding. Casey Anthony was hiding for almost 20 years. You're never going to be able to walk free, go to restaurants, be on social media. None of that happens. If anybody sitting tell you, oh, I can walk around, yeah, I did something, you're never able to do that. It is a lie. It is a lie. Let me tell you something. You gonna have people that want your head. I don't care what it is. They want your head. And then when I think about the Romika Meeks case and we talk about it, I feel like what people don't understand, if y'all got that girl to walk free and her family, I want y'all to understand something. They gonna want that girl head. I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care. They want your head. Let me tell you something. Street justice is a thing, and it's not a game. I feel like when it comes to Holly, this is a safe place where she at right now.
What is this like for you to sort of, here's a mom who's grieving her child, but there's also a lot of criticism and
I think his family. I think that's their side, his dad's side of the family sound like.
Too, just some things didn't sound right to me, and I have my thoughts too as well. But at the same time, there's no need for that. Like, we just lost a child. So she's going to be feeling that enough for the rest of her life. That was a part of her. So why would we, sit here and bash her for something she's going to have to live with for the rest of her life? That's no point. There's no point. I don't care how angry you are. None of it's going to bring the child back. Be mindful. Just be mature about it. If you got your opinion, you can keep it to yourself. But to sit there and say disrespectful things or whatever, if you really don't know, I mean, why are you speaking? Everybody can say what they're going to do in a scenario, in a situation until that day comes. Like, nobody knows. Nobody knows what to do, how to react, how to respond. They can tell you all this. So that's what I have to say about it. Just let her be able to grieve in peace. It's no need for more negativity on top of what's already negative and bad. So I just feel like people should, keep their speculations or their opinions to themselves. Other than that, I understand. Again, I was on that side too, but it's no sense in beating her down. No sense in, having that mindset when she needs support. She just lost her son. You know what I mean? So I'm not here for that. I'm not here. I just want justice for Amari, and that's it.
What would justice mean?
You don't want to ask my opinion on that. But justice would mean.
See what he was about to say?
He can go to bed.
He said you don't want to ask my opinion on that. If that man would have got walked out for that crap, do you not know how many people would be on that man's head? He in the best place that he can be right now. Because I'm going to tell you straight up, if he walked free, if they didn't do anything, do y'all not understand how many people are ready to attack for this baby? That man need to be exactly where he at. I don't care who it is. That's best. Y'all see what Naziah Harris aunties are going through. They can't work. They have no job. They can't feed their family. Baby, it ain't, and we about to go through hard times. They don't have nowhere to stay. Don't nobody want to hire them. They can leave Detroit, Michigan right now. Who gonna want to hire them? Nobody. He the best place where he at. Street justice. Ain't nobody playing. They don't care how old a person is. Heck yeah. That shit real. Folks don't care. They don't care. People gotta stop acting like folks supposed to care. Ain't nobody gonna give you when you unalive somebody. That is, come on, man. That is not something you take. No, baby. No, especially, and then you be cocky with it. You ain't got no remorse. You don't give a damn. They look at that. The streets look at that. Oh, you think, because they feel like, let me put it this way. They feel like, oh, just like with the Krishan situation, they were like, oh, she prayed for them. They want a clout. No, that's what they look at as street justice. Especially when it's a kid, yeah. Oh, you think, oh, so you did something to somebody. Oh, so you think you good, huh? You think you cocky. Oh, you think you, and there's people out here that feel like they big and bad. Oh, I bet you won't. Like, that's how it go. I don't know why people gotta like, oh, don't know. F that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What's up? That's how it go. Especially when it comes to kids. Let me tell you something. People go by the code. Mother and kids are off limits. There are people that still go by the code today that mother and kids are off limits. That's how it was, and that's how it has been. Why y'all think when people sit here and find out they did something to a child, they try to get justice or a mother? You want me to tell you why? Because the code was and always will be off limits. You can beef with a man all goddamn day, but when it comes to a mother, because a man gonna do their thing, but when it comes to a mother and a child, off limits. Yeah, it's been that way for a while. The OGs will tell you, off limits. Because the OGs would take the children and help raise the children after whatever. Nobody as a child was hungry. Nobody.
Peacefully, unharmed,
That's just
at rest.
It still won't be peaceful for me. I'm just being honest. It won't be peaceful for me. I'm not understanding. This is confusing to me for this to happen to a 2-year-old. I'm not accepting you sitting in a box. I'm sorry. If that's cleanly how I put it, I'm not accepting you sitting in a box. A 2-year-old child, no human being at all. And for whatever the situation was, I mean, I feel like you treated my child.
Tyrell said he can't go back. Tyrell said he can't go back because Tyrell knew that it was over. He know what time it is when he get in that cell. He know, just like with Jarvis. Y'all saw when I talked about Jarvis Butts and what he did, where he sat there and shook his head. He knew what time it was when he hit that prison, and he got in on the 16th. He knew what time it was. He knew when he go to prison, now that he there, he already know. The same with Terrell. Damn. Them niggas finna get me, bro. They finna, baby, they waiting. They're waiting. Oh, you did something with a 2-year-old? Hey. Hey, girl. This young, sorry. Her son went missing. This happened in 2021 in Vegas. Her son went missing, and her boyfriend unalived the child and tried to blame it on the dad's side of the family. Yeah, they know it's over. They do not play. I remember when I lived in Tampa, and they got word at Orient Road that somebody came in that did something to a child. The man was sitting down getting ready to be going to intake. 4 of them ninjas jumped him and beat that man almost to a pulp. And they had to get him. They don't care. No. Like I say before and I say it again, these are women and men that cannot see their children. So they're in a place now and they're worried about the outside for their kids. They don't play that. The OGs don't play that. No, you got to get what's done to you. A 2-year-old, and then I bet you Jarvis already getting it while he in prison. She was 13, bro. You nasty. You did that. He knew. They know what time it was. Yeah, we're gonna handle that. What's the little Hispanic boy that got on the line to California? And I need to do an update on the parents that had their child out there in the field in California. But the Hispanic boy in California, mama, they've been waiting for him. The boy, I forgot his name, the one that was locked up in the Covenant, she starved that boy to death with the boyfriend. Do y'all know that one of the girls that was her an inmate, I'm going to cover that story next week. One of the girls that was an inmate with her said that they would go in there with socks because she was going and saying, I need to go somewhere and be safe. I need to be safe while I'm in prison. She got life. She's getting beat up for life. And they put a lock. That girl said the girl came out of prison. She said, man, they put a lock in that sock and woke her out. That's why she went to the judge and pleaded the judge to put her by herself. Yeah. They took the sock. They say they'll go in there and beat her. And the CEO knew how nasty she was. And they let her get beat. Listen, I'm telling y'all. Be cocky if you want to when you do some shit thinking you got a good street code. Prison gonna show how street you is. Jail, they really not like that. You probably get in a couple fights and be in a hole. But prison, shit. All right. Yeah. Prison ain't a joke.
Left an animal. So I feel like you should be treated like one too. That's just my opinion.
What's your name?
Jacquees.
Can you spell that?
Jacquees.
Your last name?
Nalls. Nalls.
You're like a second dad.
Yes.
And you guys had these shirts made?
Yeah, we had a couple of shirts made.
We made shirts for immediate family, and then we're going to start doing bulk orders for friends and close relatives who would like to.
Anyone that would like to support, anybody that would love to show support for Amari, we'll have, bulk orders done soon. Again, in my opinion, where I stand, I'm not looking for a cash grab or nothing. They can have these shirts. I just want the love and support for my son. That is it.
Thank you both.
The man accused of killing his ex-girlfriend's 2-year-old son last month has pleaded not guilty.
You wish Taylor not guilty to the charges?
Yes.
Taxes was chasing updates and getting nowhere. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert, doing it all for you. While keeping you in the loop. So you can keep chasing this feeling.
I understand that we don't have, at least the court has not been informed about whether or not you intend to take this to the death committee.
It will certainly be presented to the committee, Judge, and we'll have an answer. We have 30 days from the filing of the indictment, which was last Friday, so we'll get an answer from the court.
Rhodes will remain in jail without bail.
His family.
Hey, somebody's wifey. I think I said, hey. Yeah, Gabrielle Fernandez. Yes, his mama is getting towed out the frame every day of her life, baby. They bullying the hell out of her. She going through hell. I want to tell y'all, Lit Live Saturday is gonna start at 8 or 8:30 tonight. FYI. All right, let's go.
From his father's side was at the courthouse this morning for the hearing, and they say that they will keep coming back to see Rhodes face justice.
We're here because we still need closure. We still want to make sure that there is justice for Amari.
Oh, they Jamaican.
We're coming from all over the country just to show him that Amari.
Oh, they Jamaican. Oh, well.
Amari had options. He had people that cared about him, and he did not have to go this way. So we want to see Terrell Rhodes in court. We will keep coming back. We want to see him in court.
Now, nearly 3 years later, the killer admitted in open court he murdered the child.
Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty. 30-year-old Terrell Rhodes in court Thursday, pleading guilty to first-degree murder and assault on a protected person with a deadly weapon.
Do you have any questions you'd like to ask me before I go and accept your plea? Okay.
Through his
Who giving him commissary? That nigga done gained weight and everything. Yeah, he had a huge family. They could have gave him to, girl, she could have gave them to his goddamn daddy side. Because trust me, he would have been fine. He'll still be here. And he will be okay until she got herself together. Because one thing about them, they gonna make sure them children good. That's messed up. And then you lied on the goddamn auntie. You couldn't name a car, nothing. Child, yeah, he right where he need to be.
His guilty plea, Rhodes could face 20 years to life in prison for the murder charge, 1 to 6 for grabbing the detective's gun.
As authorities searched, Rhodes admitted he lied about the toddler being kidnapped.
And all of that is occurring at the time that this defendant knows that he had struck the child, causing the death of the child and ultimately buried the child in a dirt area near a McDonald's.
Tuesday, family.
He in there with them folks. He had a what? Oh, baby, he standing there. What he done told them people? Baby, they were ready to get his ass when he got in there.
Members poured their pain into the courtroom. One heartbreaking memory after another.
Amari's great-grandmother.
Every day I feel the loss of this little angel.
Grandmother.
I get to stop in a cemetery and talk to my grandson.
And
they had, look how them folks looking. Look at that one right back there. That ain't him. But look at him right back there, baby. Baby! He was ready to, he was talking shit when they got in that car together. Right there, look at him. Boy. And it's in front of an inmates.
Mother.
He was left alone and tossed to the side like a garbage, and it's sickening. He was a tiny human. How could this innocent, sweet, harmless toddler have to go?
Y'all see dude back there with them cornrows? Baby, he want to whoop ass. Look how he looking. Excuse my French. Just look at that guy in the corner in the back next to the officer. Terrell is on the other side. But look at him right next to the officer looking away. Pay attention to his action.
Through this, I feel emptiness from Amari's passing. The
Girl,
lingers.
look how he
It
looking
doesn't
at
go away or
her.
get easier. Amari did not deserve this. He did not deserve to have his world taken from him.
There are no words to explain the emptiness and hurt that comes with losing my grandson in such a violent manner.
Rhodes was sentenced to more than 22 years behind bars. He showed no emotion, only saying the punishment wasn't fair.
I just feel like it's not fair.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That man was watching him with them braids. I already know what time it is. Yep. Yep. Baby, you see how he's sitting here looking at him like, nigga, what? You did what? You see, like, nigga, you ain't gonna show no emotion? Yeah, he clocking him. He ready.
What's not fair is being 2 years old.
Come on now.
And learning how to be potty trained.
Come on
and
now.
being with someone who you think is supposed to protect you.
Come on
and
now.
being beaten to death. There is nothing that that child could have done that would have ever deserved what we did to him.
Yeah, that was messing with him.
What do you think of the sentence?
I feel like
she looked better. We saw how she looked before. She looks, yeah, he talking about not fair. I know he got his ass beat by that nigga with them cornrows. He done told everybody at the jail cell already. And if they at the same prison, they already talking about it right now. So we gonna see what's not fair, because he done been in prison almost a year going on. But she looks like she going through a healing. She's finding herself, and she's like, even though she got what she needed, she have learned her lesson, and I believe that this young lady won't make that mistake again.
It's been drug out for so long. Our emotions have been on a rocky roller coaster for 4 years now, and I feel like
she talking better. She look like she going to therapy. And I think she, got herself off social media to focus on her healing.
Even though it's come to an end, there's still not closure. I mean, we still don't get to see Amari. We still don't get.
Yeah, she got some trauma going on. She is not on social media. Only the aunt is still on social media, as well as the father. So everybody got some healing and things to work on with this, this situation.
To hear the voice or the hugs or anything, but I mean, it's the best that they can do, I suppose.
I feel like we got a longer sentence than he did. I mean, time is time, and that's good. He'll be, in his 50s before he gets out, still able-bodied to do it again. But at least we know.
No, he won't. You think he'll be able-bodied? Let me tell you something, Grandma. That's if he get out. He got 20 years to life. In 20 years, he has to go to the parole board. Yeah, I hope she learned her lesson too. I think she's going through, finding herself, because she really does need to find herself. And you could tell, because she looked totally different, because you could tell he was doing something to her too. And I'm gonna say this to y'all: you could tell a battered woman. You could tell it in her face and her actions. They act very disconnected. Another thing I want to say is, Grandma, he getting towed up out the frame. Girl, don't worry.
We've got a little reprieve from having to worry about him being out on the streets for a while.
Were you surprised at all by his lack of remorse today, especially when he first started speaking?
Yeah, if 20 years to life. So within 20 years, he would have to go to the parole board. Most likely they're going to say no. So they're going to say no. Because all the information they have with this case, it'll be a no.
Absolutely. I'm surprised to say it wasn't fair. I feel like, everybody grows up knowing life's not fair, but to take a life and still say it's not fair is not fair. It's not.
She's glad he ended up.
It's finally done, and there's a breath of fresh air, and we're able to focus on all the happy times and the happy.
She got tired of him putting paws on her too. The mama already said that he was putting paws on her. She was tired.
Memories now, instead of just we're preparing ourselves when the next time for court. When do we have to rehash over everything again? We finally we get our
Absolutely not.
different
Yup,
type
they
of
gonna keep
closure
right
from
in there.
everything else.
Talk
I
about
can only imagine
yeah.
what he would have been if he was older, you know, if he, you know what I'm saying, if he'd have made it to be 18, 21, 25. I
Right.
can only imagine the lives.
Baby, let me tell you something. That little precious baby would have been a heartbreaker, honey. Kindergarten with all the girls. It's sad.
The people he touched just off this,
Yeah,
being a precious
crazy.
child. So, you know, he was a wonderful kid to be around.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he programmed her. I do too. I think he programmed her. I'm gonna tell you, I found his mugshot in the prison. Okay. All right. Okay. He is in High Desert State Prison. We're gonna look at that prison in a minute. He does have alias. So he did some time for his robberies. So the reason why he got 20 years to life, let's look at it, shall we? So he went to the parole board in 2028 and he got out on parole for burglary, right? It was determinated. So they took that away after he did his 48 months, his 60 months. So in absentia means that he was in jail. Now, his murder, this what he looked like, y'all. Nasty. His murder with first degree is 20 years. Okay, they gave him that. All right. He started that in 2021. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't know they did him like that. Girl, if he gets out on parole, if they give it to him, he has that aggravated on a person charge. He'll be on parole for that for 2092. That's the rest of his life. Let me look on that, how far along that is. That's the life part because of what he did to a child. He will always be deemed as a child abuser for the rest of his life. He would have to label as a child abuser. You're welcome. Baby, for 60, he got 66 years of his life. Let me see how old he'll be in 2092. Where his birthday at? I know I just seen it. Hold on. It ain't on here. He was 27 in 2021. Let me do the math. Let's see. 5 years ago. Let me see. 27 plus 5. He 32. 1993 minus 2092. Baby, he'll be 100 years old. He'll never not be deemed as a... They are saying even if they grant him that and he changed or whatever the case, guess what? For the rest of his life, he's going to be under watch. That's exactly what they're saying. That man ain't going to never know sleep. 99 years, that's the life part. Assault on a protected person with, that's what he got regardless. So when they say aggregated, that means that's probably the time that's going into what he got. He's actively serving the 22 years. He's also serving the 20 years, right? But forever of his life, he is going to be deemed as a child abuser. Forever. Forever. Ever and ever. That's what he's going to be deemed as. So if he do go to the parole board, he's a child abuser. When they go look at it, he's a child abuser. It's nothing, you're an unaliver. You're a child abuser. If they don't get to him first. Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right, y'all. I'm finna end and come back in 10 minutes. I will be talking about the two women that were forced in Florida to have a C-section in 2023 and 2024. We're going to talk about that and how the Roe versus Wade has kind of affected that, where they were giving birth and they had to stop in the middle of labor to go have a C-section. And then the judge granted that. So I will be back at 3:15. I want to thank you guys for watching. We're going to talk about Gabriel Fernandez because I'm going to give y'all an update of what's going on with that. I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. I think I'll have time to do that tomorrow because we are doing reality TV. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do Married to Medicine Monday. But Love and Marriage Huntsville and Bell Collective, so it won't be so long, will be tomorrow. And then we'll go into Gabriel Fernandez, and then we'll do Love and Marriage Huntsville and Bell Collective tomorrow. Married to Medicine reunion, I want to do it separate because I want to do something a little different. So I'm gonna change my background for that one. But yeah, we're going to talk about it tomorrow. I will be back in 10 minutes. I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.